Hi, everyone. So, your 5 minute tip today is about rest and taking care of yourself and your children. So, I know we've talked about sleep being important, but right now, in some form, your child is doing online learning, and whether that is at the computer all day, 5 days a week, or 2 days a week, or 3 days a week, you might be working from home and you might have been doing this all summer on the computer. But that's a lot of strain and a lot of concentration. And now I will say that it is definitely different than your child sitting in front of a video game for however long, or maybe playing, watching a movie or watching TV or looking at YouTube. You're using, it's a different part of your brain because not only are you watching these things, you're interacting with this. You have to interact with what's going on in your classroom. You have to take in that information, process it, and then spit it back out, just like you do in school, but in the online format. And there is a good chance that while I, as a teacher, I'm checking out what all of my kids are doing in the classroom, your child is also checking out what all of the kids in the classroom are doing. So I say this because to provide some breaks. It's a great rule. The 20-20-20 rule. So basically, if you're going to be looking at the screen for 20 minutes, to look away for 20 seconds. Look back at your screen, okay? That gives your eyes a chance to refocus and to just have a break because your eyes are getting so tired. Another thing I tell my students is that during lunchtime, we have lunch 12 to 1. I go outside and I eat lunch, and I tell them, at the end of my class, I'll be like, hey guys, go enjoy your lunch. Go outside for 5 minutes. And even once it gets cold out, go outside, suck in some fresh air and, regenerate, regenerate your energy. So our kids are sitting on these computers all day long. Some days it's long days and they're doing their best. But we also have to remember that some of these young kids are just kids. And if your kid is struggling right now to stay on that computer for a 20-minute class and they need a break, 2 minutes in between, set a timer for them and say, all right, we're 15 minutes in. This is his max. This is the max amount of time my son's going to sit. Give him a 2-minute break to walk to the bathroom or take a walk around the house and come back. Yes, he is missing 2 minutes of class, but he's going to miss the last 5 to 10 minutes if he's already shut down on you. Okay, so giving your kids just a quick little breather, even to get up, stand up, get a drink of water, and come right back. I know we want our kids focused on there all day long, and I want my kids in there all the time for class. But at some point, we just have to realize that if they're in there for another 10 to 15 minutes, and we've already, a particular student, we've already lost them, give them that 2-minute break, and let them do that. So as a parent, if you're recognizing that, that's okay for 2 minutes. Okay, we're living in a different world, and your own children. If every 2 minutes they're telling you that they need a break, that's a whole nother thing. But if you're noticing that, hey, and they're tired, give them that break they need. At lunchtime or any of those breaks, I know there's breaks in the schedule, send them outside for just 5 minutes. Hey, why don't you go sit outside? Or why don't you go outside with them? Take a break for yourself. Because if these kids are feeling that, I know as an adult I wanted to eat outside just for the reason of being outside. And make sure that you're getting some rest. Make sure they're getting some time to just kind of close their eyes for a minute and take a break. Because, again, it's different than playing a video game. It's different than watching movies. I tell my 5-year-old who's just in kindergarten, just learning like school discipline, like, buddy, you got to take a little bit of a break. Go outside, get some fresh air, and come back. Because he could sit and watch a movie. Most of the time, maybe an hour, he could sit and watch a movie. But it's not right here in his face. He doesn't have to answer questions, and he doesn't have to perform right afterwards. So it's a little bit of a different concentration. So if you're struggling with that and you're feeling like, oh my God, my kid's not doing it, or I'm struggling as a parent, take a break. It's okay to take breaks. So this was just kind of get some rest when you need it. And whether it's to walk away from the computer to get a drink of water, whether it's to get some fresh air. Okay. I read something yesterday and it said that, you are 100% replaceable in your job, but you are not 100% replaceable at home. And it's not saying that our jobs are not important, but right now we are doing our jobs also with our families. So it's important to, be able to create that balance and not be so set on the fact that I have to do this and my kid has to be on for that time. If they need a break, it's okay to take a break as long as you're going to come back to it. And that's something that they can learn. They earn their break. They get a time to themselves. They get 2 minutes. They can breathe. And then they come back and they focus. It helps you to refocus. As adults, we're constantly doing that, whether we know it or not. So that's your 5-minute tip today to, give yourself some grace, take a little break when you need it, and it'll make a difference in your day. I hope everybody has a fabulous day.